Hi everyone, I'm Tasha.
I'm Sophia.
And today we're going to teach you how to make breakfast. We are going to have scrambled eggs and pancakes and a compote, which is like berry syrup to go on top of the pancakes.
Alright, so now we're going to prepare the scrambled eggs. So we're going to do 8 eggs. I always crack them on each other, but I'll show you, you can also crack them like on the countertop, just hard enough so that there's a little crack in it. And then you stick the thumbs in. So I'm just going to do 8 eggs in here, and then we're going to whisk them up with a fork and add some salt and pepper. Bowl is a little bit small. Make sure before you add the salt and pepper that you wash all the egg goop off of your hands. We're gonna add some pepper and a couple turns of salt. And then whisk it up with the fork until all of the egg yolks are all broken up and mixed in. So you'll be able to see when you put the fork through that there's no big chunks of egg yolk. And then we're gonna heat a pan up to medium with some oil in it and toss those in. Okay, so this is a big pan and a lot of eggs, so we're gonna add like a tablespoon of oil. And the egg got really hot, so it's probably like ready immediately once I swirl this all around. And then you just dump your eggs. And you're gonna wait till you start see how it's like a little bit lighter yellow there. Once they start cooking around the edge, then you'll use a spatula to kind of pull it away. Okay, so see how it's getting all light there? Just pull it all away from the sides and into the center. And every time it starts getting that light yellow around the edge, you just pretty much do the same thing until it all looks like that color. So see, there's still some that are a little wet, so you just want to keep mixing it up until they're dry like that.
Okay guys, so we're gonna make blueberry compote. Compote is, like I said, a berry sauce, and you can do it with any berries. If you choose strawberries, you would just chop them up. Peaches, chop them up, and so forth. So for blueberry compote, you're gonna take a handful of washed berries. I washed them at home, so it's all good. And you're basically gonna cover the bottom of the pan until you can't see the bottom of the pan. Whoops, stem on the berries. You don't want stems. There we go. And after it is covered, you're gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar, which I know seems like a lot, but we're also gonna add more berries. Actually, you know what? I don't wanna add that much sugar. You're gonna add 1/4 cup. You're going to fill with water until the bottom is covered, like so. And then you're gonna do a quick 4-second squeeze of lemon juice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. So we're gonna put this on the stove on a medium heat, and as it heats up and all the berries get all mushy and squishy, we're gonna stir it around. And then after about 8 minutes, you're gonna add another handful of berries and cook it for another 4 minutes. And I'll show you the end result, and it is so delicious. All right, so as your compote starts to lightly boil, kind of like this. Here, let me turn on a light for you. As it starts to lightly boil, you're just going to stir them up just to make sure you're getting the sugar that is mixed now into the water all mixed around. And see that? They kind of explode. And this is perfect because this is what's going to make your berry syrup. Once it starts doing that, you're going to let it simmer and do that for about 8 minutes.
Stop this part out.
All right, guys. So when it looks like this and your berries are basically like mush, they're just mush, you're going to add more berries. It's weird because the first berries are kind of like your syrup base. And then these berries are going to kind of stay whole and just like pop in your mouth with deliciousness. So you're going to add about this, like almost the same amount you added the first time. And you're going to mix it in. See how the mush mixes with the new berries? And then you're going to let this simmer still for another 4 minutes. And after the 4 minutes is up, you will turn down the heat. So there we go. We're gonna leave that for 4 minutes. So once you have your berries looking like this, where you have some whole guys and a lot of mushy guys, and you have all this deliciousness on the bottom, you're gonna turn the heat to the very, very low and let it kind of just stay warm and start to get like gooey, because that will be your syrupness. And you see how it's sticking to the spatula? That's exactly what you want it to do. The more it sticks and the longer it takes to drip, the more delicious it will be. All right, guys, so when your compote looks like this and you can kind of push it back and it slides slowly back, it's basically done. So go ahead and move it completely off all the heat and just let it cool down while you make your pancakes. If it goes too fast, it's too liquidy. Liquidy. That's all.
All right, so now we're gonna make pancakes. We're using this pancake mix. We put it in a bowl here so it's a little easier to measure. No other reason. And we're gonna do 2 cups of pancake mix and 1.5 cups of water. And then we're gonna add some secret ingredients. So there's 1 cup. And 1/2 cup. We're gonna whisk this all together, and then our secret ingredients are gonna be a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of nutmeg. So nutmeg is pretty strong. We'll just do a couple little shakes. And a decent splash of vanilla. Then we're gonna heat up a pan and get it ready to make our pancakes. Okay, so I just put some oil on this paper towel and I'm gonna rub it on the pan so that the pancakes don't stick. And then you're just gonna take a big spoon and dollop your little pancake on the pan. And I think about 4 will fit on this pan. So you take the spoon, spread it around a little bit. And wait for them to cook on that side. Okay, so now you can see there's some little bubbles coming through the top. And around the edges, it's getting a little brown. So now we'll flip them. That one's not ready yet. And we're gonna wait on the other 2.